Guys, I've got a treat for you today. We're going to do a first look at the Fossil Stuff Revo6 frame. Kind of doing this a little backwards. I already have mine built out, but it's going to give me a little bit better insight as far as a first look for you guys. Real quick, I want to give a big thanks to Rick at CustomMultirotors for setting me up with this frame. Also Martin at Fossil Stuff Frames. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, on to the frame. First off, I know if you're watching this, you've been intrigued by this frame. It's very different looking. I have not seen any frames with vertical arms. I'm sure there may be some out there. If there are, I haven't seen them. The vertical arms seem to provide a lot of extra stability to this stack here in the middle. Not only do you have the vertical arms, but you also have steel standoffs in here, which is uncommon. Normally we deal with bent aluminum standoffs pretty often, depending on how hard you race or you fly. I know I bend them pretty regularly on tumbles. So that's one thing I really like. Also, your stack here is put together with these brass standoffs. And I, like a lot of other people, was concerned about the brass standoffs and their durability. But I can tell you, after 2 good solid practice days of hitting gates and rolling this thing around, I can tell you I've got no bent standoffs, no real damage to the quad whatsoever. I've been really impressed, actually, because that was a concern of mine. But it's held up masterfully. Another thing that I think is a very nice feature on this is you can see that little piece of carbon that sticks out from your frame that goes past the motors. It's not much, but man, that actually protects the motor bells quite a bit. You know, a lot of impacts I've had, you know, I'll have plenty of dirt and mud or whatever stuck on the ends of these arms, but nothing has gotten to the motor bell, which, hell, I'll take that any day of the week. So I really like that. Something else that I personally like is that this is designed to use the mount that comes with any of your HS1177 cameras. This is a RunCam Swift, but it really allows a positive and solid lockup on the camera, and so I think that's I like that feature quite a bit. Awesome. Also, you have your Dyneema tension string on here to keep everything nice and solid and tight. Like I said, 2 full days of practice, and the worst I've had on some pretty wild. I mean, taking some cartwheels at some pretty high speeds. The worst problem I've had is 1 broken prop, and that's it. This thing just seems to take whatever you throw at it and kick it right back to you without any issues. I guess that's pretty much it for my first look at it, guys. Everything snapped together perfectly. I mean, and it snapped together. It was, you know, it didn't just slide in with some wobble. I mean, it snapped together. The carbon was all really high quality, very nice gloss finish on it. No sharp burrs or edges anywhere. Everything snapped together perfectly. No instructions in the box, but nice, pretty color instructions on the Fossil Stuff website. Very easy to put together. I was a little worried because it does look like it's got a lot of parts and a lot of specific ways of doing things, and it was very, very simple to put together with the color instructions that they had on the website. So you guys stay tuned. I know this is just a first look at it. I will have a type of build video for this particular quad, and I will also have some flight videos to let y'all guys know how it's doing and how it's performing. Thanks, guys.